Hey, so before we start the video, just wanted to say I have officially gotten a webtoon, so the link will be in the description. Thank you. Hello, it's Ken. So I have tried to record this many times, but I read off a script and it just looks so fake, so we're just gonna wing it, and I have notes, but that's about it. Um, So, I am making a series basically about my characters, and I'm going to do My Academia characters first. Basically, for context, I have a little mini series on my Instagram. I'll link it down below, where I basically have my own second gen of My Academia characters, and it's basically showing their story. It's not overly detailed. It's kind of just fun, and it's like really basic drawing, but like just it's mainly just to show a story because I just to do in my spare time really. But I did put a lot of effort and time into the characters, and I kind of just want to make videos of them because I do really like the characters and their designs. So over the speed paint, we will talk about Ryuu, who is a character of mine. For anyone who might not be in the My Academia fandom, My Academia is about a world where through genetics you get these powers and called quirks. Everyone has like a different one. Some of them are similar to each other's. There's sometimes cases where you are born quirkless, which is unfortunate, but and it happens, and that's kind of like the main process of the story. And I just wanted to mention that in this speed pen that we're on right now, it does glitch halfway through and it for some reason stops. But we're just gonna keep it anyways. So about Ryuu. He is the adopted child of Hitoshi Shinso and Kaminari Denki. I will put pictures on the screen just in case we don't know what they look like. I personally ship Shinkami, so in my AU they're canon, but obviously in the actual anime it's not, or manga, because it's also a manga as well. And Ryuu is the adopted child. I think that's quite obvious, seeing that Ryuu is nothing like his parents in terms of appearance. I just feel like Shinso and Denki would get adopted because a lot of people headcanon Shinso to be adopted by Izawa. So I feel like he would adopt. I don't know. That was just my mind process. But Ryu also has a little sister called Tabitha, which I'll probably make another video on. But Tabitha is his little sister, and she's from England, so yeah, that's why she has an English name and not a Japanese name. So, to do with some backstory, Ryu grew up in a relatively nice life. He never really wanted to figure out his biological parents. He kind of knows who they are. Basically, when he was born, they weren't the nicest of people, and when he was 9 months old, he was adopted by Dinky and Hitoshi. And after that, like about a few months later, they died. So he doesn't really. They weren't nice people, so he doesn't really care about them. Because, like, I don't really want to make it like a big deal about him being adopted, sort of thing. He's just grew up normal. He doesn't have like a tragic backstory. Because not everyone needs one. In My Academia, I feel like everyone has a tragic backstory, but like, this boy, he has a good life, okay? Obviously, it goes to Pat when he goes to UA. Both his parents are pro heroes, so he wanted to be a pro hero just like him, because he looks up to them a lot. He is a very big, he loves his parents and his family pretty much. He's very close to them. And so he just wants to be like them. And so, he decided that he wanted to train to go to UA. And UA is basically a school where you can train to be a hero. His father works there. He is the 1A teacher. They actually eventually become his teacher, but Ryu's quirk is called Bug Bite, which is probably something you guys want to know more about, which is his quirk. It's one of the more important things. Ryu's quirk basically makes it so that whenever he bites someone, they can faint, like pass out for 5 minutes. And his limit is pretty much 15. When he bites 15 people, after that he starts getting a toothache. He can do more than 15 people, it's just his teeth will start hurting, like he gets a toothache. and after this toothache, he can like use gummy bears, like he can eat gummy candy, like gummy worms, gummy bears, and he can eat it and his teeth will feel a bit softer. It sounds really random, but it was the first thing that came to mind. And plus, quirks can be really random. If he does more than 30 people, as in bite 30 people, there is actually a very high chance his teeth can fall out. Meaning his quirk is unusable for about 5 months before they grow back. It takes a long time. So yeah, I don't know if that's actually common to have like a quirk not being able to use in a while, but I don't know, I just thought it'd be interesting. So yeah, that's his quirk. He doesn't use it that much. He only really uses it during like training for school purposes, hero purposes. He does play pranks on people like he does with his dad Dinky all the time, and he used to use it a lot in kindergarten because he got too excited. He had to get stopped. Yeah. Um, in terms of personality, he is very social. Originally I wrote him to be like very edgy. You know, as you do. And yeah, that was he's just very social. He loves his friends. Some of his friends, he actually does have a boyfriend. Well, he becomes boyfriends with Hansuki, which is the Kirabaku child, um, of Kirishima and Bakugo. And yeah, in year 2, they start dating. But they are childhood friends. Not as long as he has been friends with Benjiro, though. Benjiro was like a childhood friend when he was very young, but after a while they kind of became less close. They saw each other like at family meetings and stuff, but that was about it. But they have known each other for a long time, and Benjiro is the child of Uraka and Deku. I think I pronounced her name wrong, but oh well. Um, sorry. But yeah, they have a bit of a rocky relationship though, because Benjiro wants a rivalry between Ryu because of a thing that happened, but Ryu just wants to be friends. Ryuu is also friends with Hotaru, which is the Dabby Hawk's child of Dabby and Hawks. Um, yeah, they kind of just chill. They're friends. They've been friends since when like Ryu was like I say about 9, and then at UA Ryu met Kinshi, which is one of my favorite characters, and they were great friends. It was actually a funny story how they became friends. Cause Kinshi, her quirk is slime, and she tends to climb up on people a lot, just to like jump. Like she's really into parkour, and so in the like UA entrance exam, she just like jumps onto his shoulder and it's like, "You are my ruler now" or something. It's really funny. It'll make more sense when you see it in the comic, which I haven't drawn yet. Anyways, so on my Instagram, I asked people to ask questions about Ryuu, and I've got a few here. I've got about 3 questions. So the first question is from Ryuu the fandom, which is a friend of mine, and it's funny because they have the same name, it's just spelled differently. My Ryuu is spelled Ryuu with 2 U's, by the way. They asked what Ryuu's favorite school subject is. Ryuu's favorite one, I'd say, is probably Hero Study, just because he's really interested into that. His least favorite, I know you didn't ask that, but I'd say his least favorite's probably like maths. I know he's really bad at maths, I guess. I just made that up on the spot. Tulak, which is another friend of mine, asks what Ryuu's favorite color is. Ryuu's favorite color is purple because of his dad, Shinso. His purple hair. Pete's kind of vibed with it, as you do. And they also asked about Hansuke, like how he's doing. I think this was a question directed to Ryu, but Hansuke's doing good. Doing all good. Nothing much there. But yeah, those are all the questions. I guess I should talk about Ryu and Hansuke, because maybe I'll get questions about that. Ryu and Hansuke Hansuke is the one who has the crush on Ryu at the beginning, but Ryu eventually like starts noticing Hansuke's crush on Ryu, and he kind of tries to push it away, but he realizes, oh wow, I'm falling for him now, I guess. I don't know, I'm still trying to like figure out the development of their relationship. And here's actually a really cute drawing. This is my favorite drawing from last year, I think. I love it so much. It's so cute. It's basically of just him and his family. Because they're year to go. And I can't think of anything else, really. Yeah, that's pretty much Ryuu. I keep like saying Uh, I guess I can also talk about skill. Ryuu is quite skilled. He is the second in 1A. Um, the only reason why he's not number one is because Kenshi has trained in the past. She was a bit more prepared to be in UA than Ryuu was, but he was still pretty prepared, but just not as much as Kenshi. So I thought that maybe I should mention that. Yeah, and that is pretty much it. We're running out of time on the speed paint. Hope you guys enjoyed. The next episode will be Kenshi or Hansuki, so please ask questions about them down below. So thanks for watching, and bye.